You're listening to the PB&J Apostrophe S Radio Show on WICR. Yes, you are listening to the PB&J Radio Show and PB&J Apostrophe S Radio Show here on WICR. This is a very special episode because the World Series tonight, and we have a very, very special guest here in the studio. Many Chicago people out there, if you're listening, which I don't think you are, you will not like this guest, but here he is, Mr. Steve Bartman. How you doing, Steve?
Hello, everybody. Hello. This is my first interview in a long time. I've been trying to stay low at the crosshair of the general public for a long time, so it's great to be back on air.
Are you aware that everyone still hates you?
Yes, I'm fully aware. And before I go on with this interview, I'd like to say something.
What do you got, Steve?
I'm very sorry. Please stop sending mail to my house.
Well, if they win this year, I think they'll forgive you.
Please stop sending death threats to my wife and kids. I'm ready to come back. That's why I'm very looking forward to Game 7 tonight, and hopefully we can get a win, and I'll be invited back, and the curse will be lifted off of my life finally.
All right, we got Steve Bartman here rocking his signature green sweatshirt and his headphones. Actually, we gave him headphones. What did you do with your headphones, Steve?
On the way out, they were ripped off by a fan. I really like those headphones. They were my grandfather's.
Do you wear Beats by Dre now, or?
I have not yet upgraded because I'm too scared to go to the store.
So you still have the Walkman?
I have nothing. I play the piano in my living room all day.
Steve, when's the last time you stepped out of your house besides today?
Probably 43 years.
Wow, that's crazy. Because
you were at the Cubs game, like
2003. In 2003, I could have sworn you were at the Cubs game, but
it seems I have lost some track of time.
Hey, I mean that's what happens.
It must feel like a lifetime. Since
What day is it?
All right,
what year is it?
Steve. What was it like that night? What happened that night? Just take me through that night. What was going through your head, and then afterwards, what happened?
Okay, so it started off. As you could probably tell, I was not the biggest baseball fan, but I got roped into it because this very pretty girl asked me to go to the game, and I went there, and so I was looking up some prices of caught baseballs on eBay, and I seen they were going for a lot, so I thought that maybe if I'm lucky, a foul ball or some ball would come my way, and I could sell it. So what happened? Oh, God, I can't even talk about it. I get choked up.
It's all right, Steve. You brought up ladies. I'm sure that you have not been hit with any Chicago ladies after that whole incident. How is your relationship with women after that incident?
Pretty bad. I had to resort to applications such as Tinder and Bumble, going under a fake name. I usually put up pictures of other males and try and get my woman that way.
So, my question for you is, after all of this, do you think that they'll let you back in the stadium, regardless of?
I hope. I really want to come back. I've come to love the game because that's really all I could watch. I can't pay for cable, so I just have the most basic settings, and I watch baseball all the time, and I've become a very loyal Cubs fan.
Would you be willing to embrace the villain role?
Like I have for all these years.
No, but like really
I'm
act it
done.
up and like you should like play.
I don't want
you
your
should
money.
really play it off. You should
I
play
don't
it
want
off.
money. I don't want the fame anymore. I'm sick of it. I want to
show up in a Cleveland Indian outfit.
I want to see my kids grow up.
Your kids love you.
All right, Steve. Let's get serious for a second. Has anyone ever called you Steve Fartman?
Oh, God, I remember these bullies back in high school. Well, they were giving me swirlies. They were calling me Steve Fartman. I'm sick of it, Dylan. Oh, God,
What's the prediction for tonight's game?
I don't care as long as the Cubs win. I don't care. Please, Cubs. I want to leave my house.
You know if the Cubs lose, it's your fault again, right?
Because you were on this show.
I'd hate to break to you, Steve, but I still got the Cleveland Indians in 7. I hope everything goes well for you, though.
Yeah, thanks a lot, buddy. I've gotten that a bunch of times. You know what? I can't. Interview over.
Wait, one more question, Steve. One
Nah,
more
I'm
question.
done, thank you.
One more-
Hey, get that guy! Get that guy!
Wait, Steve.
Hey, go get him!
Steve.
Get out of here!
All right. I don't know where he's going, but
All
I'm
right,
sure
well,
he'll be back.
that's not the first time Steve had to leave in the middle of something.
No. All right. So now that Steve's gone, us here at the PB&J apostrophe S radio show can make some predictions. So what do you got for this game?
I got Cleveland 4, Cubs 1.
Really?
Cleveland wins the World Series. Yes.
All right, so I said originally.
I want the Cubs to win, though.
Yeah. All right, originally I said Cubs in 7, so I'll go with that. And I think it's gonna be close. I'm gonna say 3-2 tonight. Cubs.
I think the Cubs are gonna win. I really thought the Indians were gonna win. Like last night, I thought they were gonna win, and then that error happened, and then it was just like, nah,
Downhill
it's
from
over. But yeah, I think Chicago's gonna take this one home. James, you're back. Took a little bathroom break. Who do you got in this game?
I'm still sticking with what I said last week. Only I want to change something around. I heard it was impossible to have a
Yeah.
walk-off this game.
Yeah, it's a little.
But
impossible.
the closest thing to a walk-off, I guess, like,
The go-ahead
the go-ahead grand slam.
by Kyle Schwarber.
And then just pitching
who
a
is
dime
playing
right
tonight?
after.
Kyle Schwarber is playing tonight.
He is playing. Yeah.
Quick shout out to my boy Justin Alonso, who looks exactly like
Kyle
Kyle
Wow.
Schwarber.
I
Yeah.
did not realize.
Helmet
that.
on, he has the
Oh
same
my
facial
God.
hair.
Yeah, that's
We'll
great.
put a link in
Wow.
the description of Instagram
We'll
to
do a
Justin's.
side-by-side. We'll do a
Yes,
side-by-side.
we'll do a side by side.
Did you know that Kyle Schwarber plays bass in a rock band?
If I were to guess what instrument he
is that
played, it would be
true?
a bass. 100%
Yeah, it's
looks like a
100%.
bassist.
Dude, I
He
swear.
looks
100%.
exactly like
Slap
that.
Slap at the bass, man.
Slappa da
Slap a da bass.
Slappa da
Slap at the bass.
Like I saw on Twitter some like journalist was like, or no, someone from Barstool was like, Kyle Schwarber 100% looks like he plays bass in a metal band. And then they went through his Twitter, and in like 2013, he thanked he tweeted at Fender. He was like, thanks for the bass, and like he had a picture of like a bass
rock band.
with like flames on it. It was so funny.
Really?
I-
Do you know how people like say they get like a guitar for Christmas, and now they take a picture with like their new guitar, but like they're still in their PJs from like sleeping
Yeah.
the night before? I feel like I don't know how he would look holding a guitar.
So
He was also in a choir in high school.
I wanted to bring
He's
this up
very musically
before.
talented.
I saw this on Twitter. It said the last year there were 2 ties in the NFL. The Indians lost the World Series in 7 games.
Last time there were 2 ties in the NFL.
And this season there was 2 ties in the NFL already, and the Indians are about to play in a Game 7.
What
So
happens
how terrible would that be?
That would be bad.
Talk
What-
about curses, like all around. There's a curse everywhere in this series.
What happens if the Indians and the Cubs tie tonight and they have to go to a game 8?
There's no tie.
There's
Oh,
no
man,
tie
that'd be
in
crazy.
baseball.
Very
I'm
true.
predicting a 28
But-
inning game.
What do you think the reaction of the Cleveland fans will be if the Cubs win tonight?
Misery.
Respectful. No, honestly,
They got their championship with the Cavs, and they were up. They came back 3-1, and now the Indians
I feel
lose a 3-1 lead. That's
I
just
feel like baseball fans are so much more loyal and take it so much more to heart than basketball
Especially
fans,
when it comes
though.
to the
Like,
Cavs.
to a team
I mean,
that-
honestly, I would think they would be very upset, obviously, but like at the game, I think a nice round of applause would be given for not too many
Oh
curses.
yeah, I don't think
or-
Dude, there's really no.
if it was Indians like
Yankees.
Cardinals or
like
something.
Yeah, of
Yankees,
course.
but
I was gonna
Yankees,
say that, but
yeah.
it's someone with
Indians,
just
Cardinals,
as good or better
Giants
story.
who have had so much success that they would be like, "Oh, this
Everyone
is
would be
ridiculous."
rooting for
Like,
Cleveland.
it's the Cubs. Even if the Cubs lose, they would have to obviously give a nice round of applause for the Indians because both teams deserve it. And I think if you're a Cleveland Indian fan, like, there's no bandwagon behind that. Like,
No, you're a diehard. If you're,
it's not like they have a player like LeBron James where he came to the Cavs and like
Yeah.
everybody became a fan. So
I mean, I personally think Cleveland fans would probably be pissed because today they hung Cubs fans. You know the flag that they
Yeah.
hung a flag from the. I don't know where it was, but somewhere in Cleveland, like Cubs fans put up a W flag. So, like, if I'm a
Honestly-
Cleveland fan, I'm pretty pissed.
honestly, though, like, I like that kind of like sports rivalry type
I like
stuff.
it too,
As
yeah.
long as in the end you give them the respect they deserve,
Oh yeah, I mean the Cubs are the better team overall.
Easily, like top to bottom.
If
they're
the Indians
stacked.
were fully healthy, then you would be able to argue, but
It's just like
the Cubs were the favorites in the beginning of the
mean,
season, and they're
yeah,
still the
but
favorites
They've
tonight.
faced Kluber twice. He shut them out.
Now he's
6
playing
innings, both
again.
times.
He's playing tonight,
And
too.
Kluber's coming back.
And Miller's
So
on
maybe-
full rest.
Maybe it's good that they're familiar with Kluber right now, like facing him twice
Just
this series
like-
already. But he's a tank.
Last week when we had this show, it was the night after Kluber
Game 1.
destroyed them,
Yeah.
and then Miller came in. So that's exactly what could happen tonight, like very well.
I don't know. He's on short rest though.
Miller or
no, Kluber.
Kluber's on short rest, but then you got Miller coming in.
He was on short rest the last game, though.
They used Chapman for what 2-3 innings
it's
last night. That was a bad move, I think, for the last 2 games using Chapman more.
He's a reliever, and he's pitched like 6 innings in the last like 3
The
games.
dude is
3
crazy.
days. So
The
it's
dude
like,
has had the. He's probably gonna be the MVP of the playoffs. I'd say if they win.
possibly. We'll have to see. Only time will tell.
And maybe Justin Alonso will take home. Playoffs MVP.
He'll get Justin will get co-MVP with Kyle Schwarber. All right, so that wraps it up for our Cubs predictions. When we come back, Sean is a little sick. We're gonna bring in a doctor, and he's going to find
certified
out
doctor. I was
certified
told, so
doctor,
I
and
hope that's true.
he is going to find out what's wrong with Sean. You're listening to the PB&J apostrophe S radio show.